It's sleepy time. Hello adventurer, if this is your first time on my channel, welcome. And if you are a returning wanderer, welcome back. It's good to see you again. And now, please relax and be immersed in this safe space. In today's video, I will be reading to you about my favourite Pokemon from the entire series since first discovering and owning a Pokemon Yellow Game Boy game back in 1999. And that Pokemon is Jolteon. Jolteon is an electric-type Pokemon that was first introduced in Generation 1, and it evolved from Eevee by using a Thunderstone. It has a height of 2 feet 7 inches, or 0.79 meters, and it weighs 54 pounds, or 24.5 kilograms. Jolteon is a quadrupedal mammalian Pokemon. It is covered in yellow fur with a spiky fringe around its tail and a white ruff around its neck. Its ears are large and pointed with black interiors. Its eyes and a small nose are black. It has slender legs and small paws, each with 3 toes and a pink paw pad. Jolteon creates electricity using an organ in its lungs, which causes crackling noises as it exhales. It can also generate low-level electricity in its cells, which is amplified by the negative ions it gathers and generates in its fur, allowing it to discharge 10,000-volt lightning bolts. Jolteon's prickly fur is made of electrically charged needles, which create a sparkling noise as it moves. It is capable of launching its fur at enemies when agitated or startled. The charge is so powerful that it can remain on a shed fur for a long time. This Pokemon is most often found in cities and towns under the ownership of trainers. However, its high-strung nature and tendency toward mood swings can make it difficult to train. Now, I will read Jolteon's Pokedex entries, starting from Gen 1 and all the way to Gen 9. Gen 1. Pokemon Red and Blue. It accumulates negative ions in the atmosphere to blast out 10,000-volt lightning bolts. Yellow. A sensitive Pokemon that easily becomes sad or angry every time its mood changes. It charges power. Gen 2. Gold. It concentrates the weak electric charges emitted by its cells and launches wicked lightning bolts. Silver. Every hair on its body starts to stand sharply on end if it becomes charged with electricity. Crystal. uses electricity to straighten out its fur and launch it in small punches. Heart Gold. It concentrates the weak electric charges emitted by its cells and launches wicked lightning bolts. Soul Silver. Every hair on its body starts to stand sharply on end if it becomes charged with electricity. Gen 5. Black and White. If agitated, it uses electricity to straighten out its fur and launch it in small punches. Black 2 and White 2. By storing electricity in its body, it can shoot its bristle-like fur like a barrage of missiles. Gen 6. X. Every hair on its body starts to stand sharply on end if it becomes charged with electricity. Y. It accumulates the negative ions in the atmosphere to blast out 10,000-volt lightning bolts. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Jolteon cells generate a low level of electricity. This power is amplified by the static electricity of its fur, enabling the Pokemon to drop thunderbolts. The bristling fur is made of electrically charged needles. Gen 7. Sun. They send out electrical charges of about 10,000 volts. Because they are high strung, it can be difficult to grow close to them. Moon. When its fur stands on end, as a sign is about to give off a jolt of electricity. Take care, as sometimes lightning strikes next to it too. Ultra Sun. Its lungs contain an organ that creates electricity. The crackling sound of electricity can be heard when it exhales. Ultra Moon. Its fur stands on end, becoming like needles that it fires at enemies. Once they're weakened, it finishes them off with a 10,000-volt shock. Let's go Pikachu, and let's go Eevee. A sensitive Pokemon that easily becomes sad or angry. Every time its mood changes, it charges power. Gen 8. Sword. If it is angered or startled, the fur all over its body bristles like sharp needles that pierce foes. Shield. It accumulates negative ions in the atmosphere to blast out 10,000-volt lightning bolts. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. It controls 10,000-volt power. When the fur covering its body stands on end, the fur is hard and sharp, like needles. Legends Arceus. Bristles its fur into sharp, needle-like points when enraged. One can hear electricity crackle in its breath when it exhales. Gen 9. Scarlet. It concentrates the weak electric charges emitted by the cells and launches wicked lightning bolts. Violet. If agitated, it uses electricity to straighten out its fur and launch it in small punches. So that was all the Pokedex entries, and now I will read out Jolteon's base stats. Starting with HP, it has 65, and it can reach a maximum of 334 at level 100. Its attack